Well, howdy, folks. It's time for Beyond the Smoke Barbecue Talk. So grab your drink of choice and come gather around the fire as we talk all things Beyond the Smoke. Featuring Pitmaster chats from all your favorite names in barbecue. We chat about competitions, pits, meats, and everything in between. From barbecue to grilling, from trimming to smoking, we got you covered. Got questions? Let us know. We're always happy to hear from you. Thanks for coming, friend. And we're glad you're here. Now sit back, relax, and let's talk some barbecue. It's time to go Beyond the Smoke.
What's up, guys? We on?
What's going on, fellas?
How's it going?
It's going. Another Monday.
Yeah, sir. Monday. What do y'all think of episode 2? The show.
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Ready to get rock and rolling.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How was y'all's weekend?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. Not too bad, man. Just
Cook anything? Did y'all cook anything?
actually, no, I don't think I did. Oh, I made the scallop, man. Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice.
I threw that on. So,
Cooked
Damn,
a
you didn't
pork
cook this
chop
weekend?
Saturday.
There it is.
All right.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw those pork chops.
They look juicy as hell, bro. They look good.
Man. I don't know where I'd seen it, but I took them grill grates, flipped them upside down, and got them hot. That way I had that whole flat surface.
Oh,
Seared
nice.
them pork chops. Man, they put a good crust on them. I wasn't mad.
Were they
This
those?
is on a,
Were they those center cut bone in, or what were they?
Man, it was just I bought a big strip loin and just chopped
Nice.
it down myself.
Nice.
those cook those on the Weber or what?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Little chicken machine.
Yeah. Hopefully. That's the goal.
Well, I had an interesting weekend, guys. I wasn't able to cook anything, but yeah, after what I dealt with this weekend, I probably didn't want to cook. So that's another story for a different
Right. Understandably, bro.
for show.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm glad we're on. Everything's back and running, and I'm ready for this.
Hell yeah.
So, our guest for tonight is somebody that I've looked up to for a long time. I respect him as far as what he's done with barbecue, especially in the West Texas area. He's the Texas barbecue champ for BBQ Pitmasters. Season 6 is a Texas champ, and he's been kicks ass wherever he goes. He's started in Midland, the catering and restaurant stuff, and he's made a move to early Texas, which is deep in the heart of Texas. I mean, I can definitely say that it's pretty much in the center of Texas. I've been to his restaurant. I mean, he has a damn good place. His barbecue's top notch, as you can expect. He's been around for a long time, and I'm happy to say that we're able to get him on for to start off the show as our guest. Junior Urias with Up and Smoke Barbecue out of early Texas. I'll bring him in.
Yes, sir.
There he is.
Hold on.
Hey guys, what's up? Y'all doing all right?
How's it going, Junior?
Man, it's going great, guys. Thank you for having me, and man, let's kick it off. Let's kick this thing off, man.
Yes,
Make it
sir.
happen.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, Junior. I know you stay busy. When I first contacted you, I really wanted you to be on the show, and just for everything that you've done for the West Texas area, since we're all West Texas, New Mexico guys, and we're from, we're just trying, a couple of barbecue guys is trying to make it out there. You know what I mean?
I know.
So I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thanks for having me. I know, West Texas, there's not a lot of cook-offs. We were talking about that earlier. There's not a lot of cook-offs in that area, and
No.
you know, sometimes you got to branch out and leave from that area to go do some cook-offs. So
Right.
Right.
Hopefully, we'll get into some of that here in a little bit. How's business?
business is good, so we're going on our third year in early Texas. Didn't know nobody, we moved, we sold the restaurant and all that, and moved and started a new one. We didn't know nobody, we created another restaurant in a place where it's it's a small community, but it's pretty big and with the surrounding counties. So anyways, we got to keep on grinding, right? You got to keep on going.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Did I see you have like a butcher shop or something in there as well?
So it's a semi butcher shop. We carry some meats. We do so mainly we carry a lot of stuff that is hard to find in our area. Like pork belly is hard to find. Good salmon's hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff like that that's hard to get. We like to carry in there. It's a mini meat market, I guess, to the restaurant, I would say. So anything we keep in there it's just hard to get, or we try to make it different from everything else. But
Right.
I seen you guys carry that high quality compart pork, right?
absolutely, we do. We carry some awesome compart, and we do certified Angus beef. That's what we use, and it's some good stuff. That's another reason I built that meat market, was because when I first started going there, it was hard for me to find good quality meat, and I couldn't find steaks on a consistent base, and how it is. You got to have some good quality beef. And anyways, that's came about when we're building the restaurant. We decided to do a little meat market because of that. So anyways, that's
Right on.
Are you selling supplies out of that market, or just basically just meat stuff, or are you selling seasonings and charcoal, stuff like that?
we do a little bit of the like I said, the pork bellies, the meats, primes and choice, and then a little bit of charcoal, of course, my seasonings, some salsas.
Nice.
We started making some bacon, homemade bacon, stuff like that you just can't get anywhere. And homemade or sausage, I'm making my own sausage
Right.
also too, so we carry that in there.
Definitely.
Yeah. Whenever I went over there to the restaurant, it was I guess the market was closed. I mean, it was kind of late in the day when I made it. Funny because I didn't take I-20 coming back over here, and I got lost in those. And then next thing you know, I see early Texas, or I see Brownwood.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I think Junior's in that area, and sure enough, I made the first left-hand turn, and I drove right into up in smoke, and I'm like, well, I guess it was meant to happen.
Meant to be, brother.
Meant to be. So I stopped there, and I was really impressed with your place, man. I was really impressed with it.
Please give me a shout next time you're in the area, man. I'd love to come up there, meet you. We'll go eat or whatever. Show you around,
Yeah, for sure. I drove around. I saw your pits in the back. I saw the offset. I didn't see. I can't remember. It's been a while, but yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
That's good. Yeah, we got some cool stuff in that area.
Yeah, that was my little plate there. So.
Oh yeah, you got the hot sausage, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pork ribs and brisket.
Yes, sir. I told the guys in the past that your brisket's the best brisket I've ever had.
Yeah,
hands
that's
down,
awesome, bro.
Hands down. I don't know what you do to it, man, but it was something else. You know what I mean?
That's cool to hear,
yeah.
That's cool to hear, because man, that was one thing we could do real good is a brisket and competition, and and for the longest time there for a while I was doing real good with brisket. So we're just cooking upper 2/3 choice and some primes, and man, I was winning with it. So
Right.
Appreciate you seeing that.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Oh yeah, man.
And
Hey, just to touch on that, Junior. as far as like the Up in Smoke name that you came across, I think that's pretty cool the way that happened. How you came up with the name for you. That's pretty cool.
So everybody knows the movie Up in Smoke, right? I mean, that's given, bro. Everybody's seen that show. But the reason I really named it Up in Smoke on my behalf was we're at a cook-off in San Antonio, and at the time I had an offset smoker that I built, and it was on a small trailer with awnings, and the awnings had like a vinyl slash plastic type awning setup. I didn't want to make them out of metal and make them too heavy, right? So anyways, I had the pit going real good and pretty hot. You know, I was trying to get it going, and we didn't clean the pit the night before. Some guys stuck a bunch of pork and bacon. They're grilling all night. I guess when I was asleep.
Yeah.
So when I had that pit going, dude, it caught on fire. And then the awnings, they were plastic and they got that hot, dude, where it started burning them. And when I pulled that trailer with my I had a motorhome, a junky old motorhome, dude, and some guy came knocking on my door of the motorhome, and I opened the door, I was like, "What's up, dude?" And he goes, "Hey, your shit's on fire over there." I'm like, "What?" I looked out like that. I said, "Up in smoke."
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, bro.
That sounds like Sam's camp over there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Trying to catch it on fire.
What happened, Sam? Come on.
Oh, couldn't get a barrel going, and man, I just left that lid off and just let that barrel roll and get as hot as I could. And I didn't quite pull the Aaron Leslie and burn my barrel up, but
yeah,
I had a pretty good flame coming out. Trying to touch my canopy.
Hey,
we're always giving Sam a hard time because he likes to cook at 700 degrees.
Every day.
Everything is 700 degrees. Screw it.
That's good, man. Sometimes you got to, right? Especially if you're running behind,
Mhm.
running behind on turn-ins, you got to ramp it up, So
So did you always cook under Up in Smoke? I mean, what was your team name before all that happened?
Yeah, honestly, that was it. It was always Up in Smoke. Sometimes we cooked under just my name, but man, I started cooking not to go to compete, but it was always the fun of it. I always wanted to hang out, bring as many people out to the cook-off and drink beer and have fun, and that's how it all started, dude. And then over the years I started getting better and started winning, and less and less people went to my cook-offs because I started getting more serious. And
right,
over the years, that's how it came about. And then there for a while I was going, it was just me and one guy, and sometimes it was just me because of the seriousness of it.
Right.
I wanted to kick ass and do good, and we did. But
yeah, all business, huh? Yeah, I got
all
that.
business, man. And then it went from all fun to business, and then now it's back to all fun again.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, because man, you get lost in it. You get lost in all the stuff with everything happening, and next thing you know, you take it too serious, and then the fun's not there no more. And for me, it was all about the fun, the friendship, and stuff like that. The people you always hung out with. Therefore, I wasn't even open the doors to my trailer and stuff. I was kind of hiding from everybody because if not, they come over and hang out for 2 hours and you don't get to compete. And anyways, man, you just kind of get into that. It's not fun no more. At least it wasn't for me. So I had to, get back to the basics and have fun with it again.
Yeah, it's kind of like you got to find that happy medium, in there.
That's
so,
it.
Yeah,
that's right, man.
Yeah.
So, have fun, dude. Everybody's got their own little road, and whatever is fun to you. And that's what I tell everybody. Just, man, get out there and have fun. And a lot of, so a lot of people always ask me, what do you recommend me do at cook-offs? I'm like, man, just go out there and have fun. Get in there, and you might be the next guy that wins. I mean, get in there and just do it.
Right.
So,
yeah.
with owning the restaurant and stuff, do you eat a lot of barbecue or no?
Yeah, I still do. Yeah, I still eat mine once a week, just for
Right.
quality control, you know. And,
There you go.
and believe it or not, I still go to Atlanta to Cooper's. You know,
yeah.
the only thing I, you know, I like it because it's old school and it's not supposed to be you know, it's just old school. I love the sauce, the old school sauce, the old school coals, and the thing I eat there is ribs in the sauce, and that's basically it. But uh, other than that, I really don't venture off much to go eat barbecue. I'm a hamburger guy. I'm a pizza guy. I rather eat that sometimes.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah, let's go
Tacos,
to-
definitely, bro. Tacos.
There you go. There you
But-
go. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna go back into the whole cooking thing of competition, and you know, BBQ Pitmasters. That's pretty much where, you know, your name got out there and everybody started seeing. How long were you competing before BBQ Pitmasters actually happened? You know what I mean?
So
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I started 2008 competing, and like I said, it didn't start like, man, this is what I want to do every weekend type deal. It just slowly went from that. So 2008, and then I think the first Pitmasters was 2014. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 6, 7 years, give or take, somewhere around there, before the first show. And you know, I think that kicked it off, you know, for us, as far as, you know, in that aspect of getting my name out there, people knowing who I was in the circuit and stuff like that. You know, and it really helped a lot, you know, with my restaurants and stuff like that.
Right. Right. I bet you the moment you got that call though, to haul ass to Florida, man, I bet you were pumped. You know what I mean? I mean, geez, I mean that would have been pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was awesome, man. We were at the San Antonio Livestock Show cook-off. No, wait. I think maybe, I don't know,
Right.
either that one or another one, but we got the call, and I thought they were full of it. You know, I thought somebody was playing a joke on me.
Right.
I hung up, and then they called back again. I was like, okay, this is serious, I guess. So I started getting some pointers, and they were telling me, okay, so this is so and so with BBQ Pitmasters. Can you be in Florida? And this Sunday, I was like, man, it was Saturday. I had yeah, in the middle of cook-off, I had meats going. I mean, we're fixing to turn in, and they said, well, you have to be in Florida by Sunday. So I was like, oh damn. So I made 2 calls. One was to my buddy with the offset smoker, kind of like it was a Stumps smoker at the time that I was cooking on, and I knew he lived in Florida, and I knew he had a Stumps smoker. So I contacted him and got everything lined out, and I told him kind of where we're gonna be. He said he'll drive it. It's gonna be 4 hours for him to drive it.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, can you do it? And he said, yeah, I sure can. I'll make it happen. I said, man, you're the man.
Yeah.
The second call was for my wife. And I said, hey, you need to get us some damn tickets. so I told her, I said, hey, I'm on, we're going to be on BBQ Pitmasters. And she was like, yeah, right. I said, no, I'm serious. Get us some tickets. I got to fly to Florida tonight from San Antonio.
Yeah.
And so we made it happen, dude. And the guy that went with me to the show, I picked him out of the crowd. He was one of my friends, and I said, come on, let's go, dude. And he said, all right, let's make it happen. And he was gung-ho with it, and we made it happen.
Was that friend happen to be old CJ, or was that later on?
No. CJ, no, I never competed with CJ. I think he was with Ernest.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, he competed with Ernest.
I remember the guy that name of the guy you were with that you picked out of the crowd, or like you were talking about. Forget his name. Damn. I'm gonna have to go back and watch BBQ Pitmasters.
Either. Oh man, he's gonna be pissed at me. Oh my gosh, I had it at the tip of my tongue. Oh my gosh.
So
Oh
so
my
what
God.
so what did you take with you? I mean, you got on a plane and jumped on. I mean, what did you have supplies with, or did you have to go pick them up? Because you know how
Dude.
when we go to a comp, I mean, we have so much supplies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So what's on your priority list to take with you that you needed to take?
So the first thing that I took, man, and it's no joke, it was my seasonings. That was the first thing I loaded in my bag. I kind of already had a bag with some clothes and stuff like that, but I loaded my seasonings. I loaded a few knives, and man, that was it. That was
Wow.
it. The rest of the supplies, I got my buddy Blake. His name was Blake Moody. That got me hooked up with all the stuff from in Florida. And anyways, he got the majority of all the supplies that I needed. And honestly, I didn't know what we were gonna cook, so I just kind of made a list of things that I might need. Like some injections and stuff like that. And he got it all for me and made it happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you take the rub for grub and the pay dirt, or what'd you take out there?
Dude, the pay dirt wasn't even existing
No,
then.
I don't think
Oh,
it
wow.
existed. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't exist. I was using my rubber grub and some Three Little Pigs at the time seasoning. So, but anyways, yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
That's the good stuff. Yeah.
Dude, that's the OG of the seasonings, man. I ain't joking. People, we still sell a lot of it, and man, old school people, they just go back to it. They're like, man, we've been using some other seasonings. It just doesn't compare. And I'm like, man, I know it's some good stuff. So, but
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah. So that's kind of where that went,
Yeah.
So,
And so you were on I can't remember what episode it was, but it was the Texas one, and then you went to the semifinals, correct?
we did the Texas, and then we went to the semifinals, and then we also did the BBQ Pitmasters All Stars.
Right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Or we went back and competed again with everybody, all the champions from each state, and we ended up winning our first round and went and lost in the second round, the semifinals.
Yeah.
I had it in the bag, brother. I thought I had it in the bag, man. And we didn't make it.
Is that where you hooked up with Myron after that? Because I know you cook on a lot of Myron's smokers, correct?
We actually, after the first show, after the first round of BBQ Pitmasters, that's where him and I got together, and I started running his smokers.
Yeah.
He said it was one of the best briskets he's had on the show.
Wow.
And even still to this day, he said that was one of the best briskets on the show. And I said, yeah, right. And he goes, no, I'm serious. It was, out of all the ones he's tasted and of all the guys that cooked on the show, he said mine was the best. And then get this, man, he emailed me one time, and he says, give me the recipe for your brisket, and we'll I won't tell nobody.
He's like, give me a smoker.
Yeah, give me a couple of smokers maybe, but
That's awesome. That's
That
awesome.
must have been one hell of a brisket then. And yeah, he really must have took him back,
And it was just a flat, wasn't it? You didn't cook a point, did you?
no, I didn't cook a point, man. It was a flat.
Wow.
Yeah,
Great.
we made it taste badass. Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Nice. And then
it's just a lot of love in it,
Mhm.
well, one thing that kind of jumped my eye whenever I remember this from watching the show on TV, was the fact that you took a $20 grill on TV. And man, that takes balls. I was saying to the guys, that takes some
Absolutely, yeah.
major balls to do that and to win it, with a $20 grill.
Dude, we bought that at Walmart. So when we went the first round of BBQ Pitmasters, Wade McBee was the guy who went with me. He's the one that I took from San Antonio. So me and him, when we got to Florida, we went to Walmart, picked up a few more supplies, and I told him, I said, we need just a easy, cheap grill just to get things hot if we need it, to get some color on meats if we need it, or to set the sauce in if we need it, because you're limited with time, and it's just you just don't have that time on the show. So I wanted to be prepared and have that grill. So yeah, it's a $50,000 steak on a $20 grill.
Hell yeah.
And what's funny is I have one in the backyard that I cook with all the time too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so
There you go.
I have one, and I'll cook on it. I
Hey,
show the guys
Serge,
pictures all the
but you
time.
still waiting on them $50,000 to show up on
Yeah,
that.
So I gotta go to competitions for that. So,
Hey, that's funny, man.
but yeah, no, I do it. I use it. You know, it's not about the pit, like you say. You know, it's how you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is, man. It's just, learn how to cook on different appliances, different tools, different equipment, gas grills, and all that kind of helps out in the long run.
What's your favorite cooker that you cook on to this day?
To this day, oh man, that's hard, bro. That's tough, dude. Very tough. So I got, I'm just an old school. So I learned how to grill long time before I learned how to smoke.
Mhm.
And I don't know. So I got a 1950s bad boy. I don't know if you ever heard them. Big boy. Sorry, It's a 1950s big boy grill. It's a rotisserie / grill. This thing was ahead of its time. They made them for 1 year only, and then I think the company went bankrupt. But this grill, dude, was ahead of its time. Where you put the charcoal, you can raise it up and go up or down.
It's like a
Similar
hasty
to, yeah, there you go. It's similar to hasty bake, but this was a 1950s grill, and I still have it. And I did a whole restoration on it, and I want to say it's one of my favorite grills, man.
nice.
It's awesome. Hey, man, it's like almost kind of belongs in a museum, but still functional.
Yeah.
Oh, dang! I guess he didn't like that remark, bro.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I think I've seen that grill on his YouTube channel, and looks like he's coming back. And I know what he's talking about. We'll just remove it for now. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I know he keeps a bunch of them. Just like all of us, we always have stuff. So
That's what I wanted to ask him about. I seen on his YouTube channel he had had one that was like, it looked like it was a keg at one point or something like that with a rotisserie on it.
yeah,
Maybe that was it.
yeah, I think that's it.
It might be. Is that the
I
one?
think that's it. I think it is.
I thought he built it or something. I was gonna ask him.
Well, I know he does have his line also. He has some plans out there for the one that he built, but it's more like it looks like a cabinet smoker with the firebox on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So,
bro, I thought he was gonna talk about like some cinder block with like a screen door or some shit, like old school,
yeah.
The whole hog.
Yeah.
Whole hog pit.
There he is, right there. Bring him back in. There you are.
Nice. Hey,
Hey, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened, man.
I got scared.
No, you're out there. You're out there in the mountains.
Yeah, Fort Davis in the mountains, man.
Yes.
Yeah, so that blue one it's a blue one. It's a big boy. It's a 1950s rotisserie / dude, this thing, seriously, it was ahead of its time. And it's awesome little grill. But I do have some offsets. I made a custom offset smoker. It's a center fired reverse flow smoker that I created. It's one of my favorite smokers to this day. As a matter of fact, I even got some plans that smokerbuilder.com sells for that particular model. And man, it's just a hell of a smoker,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
real good.
I've seen the plans on there, and I was going to ask you if you still have that one.
Yeah.
Because that's your original design, correct?
Yeah, it's original. I still have the original, and man, I made a center. I'll have to post some pictures. It's just a cool smoker.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, it's just it gets it done, man.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kyle. There's an offset cooker, and and then I guess the rest of us are drum smokers. I mean, I got some stuff at the house here. I got a Lone Star cabinet smoker. That thing's a beast in itself, but haven't been able to take it out yet. So
Nice.
I still rock my Oklahoma Joes every once in a while, but you just, I mean, some things about them offsets, you know, you just can't. I don't know, you just can't beat like that flavor on them sometimes, or that, you know.
for sure.
I mean, but drums for me are just out of convenience, you know. I mean, like I said, like on the other show, I was saying, like, for me, I like to drink or I like to get my sleep. So, you know, you know, it's just more convenient, you know, and then cooking hot and fast helps out a lot, especially at a competition. But here at the house, yeah, definitely low and slow, man. Just enjoying myself. Yeah.
Dang, that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. You ever cook on drums, Junior?
You know, it's been a long time. I cooked on a couple, but I don't know. I wasn't good at it.
Right.
I couldn't get it right, and I was kind of impatient at the time with them, and they're barely coming out. And
Right.
I just, I went a different direction, and but they're awesome, dude. They're some of the best, and a lot of people win on them. So
Yeah,
you just gotta find what works for you, you know.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, it's like the insulated cabinet smokers. A lot of the Texas guys, they don't like them. I'm like, dude, it's because they create a lot of moisture right within the meats. But if you learn how to cook on them and still be able to get the color and the bark and set the tone on it, man, it can change everything up. You know, it's a game changer.
Oh, it definitely is, and I can say that with my cabinet, man, I don't even have to wrap it. It pulls through that stall with no problem. It doesn't even stall. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
So I could just let it go. I don't wrap it, don't do anything, and by the time it's done, you know, and it's hitting the temperature that I want it to hit, it's ready to come out. You know what I mean? It's the bark on it turns into a candy. I mean, it's, like you said, it's a game changer for sure.
It really is. You know, a lot of people couldn't get the bark to set. They didn't like them because there's too much moisture inside the cabinet, which it is. But like on, so the first cabinet smoker was a stump smoker that I had, like I mentioned earlier. But I didn't have a water pan on it. So that's where I changed the entire cosmetics of it on the internals. I created a plate for it, a 1/2-inch plate. So that replaced the water pan. That hot plate would replace it, and man, you can get some barks like no other on it, man. It's just a game changer for that particular smoker.
So on Myrons, you're not using any water in those in your Myrons?
No, I always insulated them with extra plates. So instead of water, I'd put in like a 1/2-inch plate steel. And dude, minimum wood, and man, you can have a little chunk, and it was running at 250, 275.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That was one of my biggest secrets when I was kicking ass. Was running that, and people just couldn't figure it out. So,
well, that's what my cabinet smoker. I mean, I can do a half a bag of charcoal and 3 chunks. And it's going to run for 16 hours straight, and I don't even have to touch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I agree.
And I am using a fireboard with it, so it just keeps the temperature right where I want it, right where I set it. And like I said, just set it and forget it. You know, go to sleep. In the morning when I wake up, the brisket's done. You know what I mean? Simple as that. You know.
Serge got that Chuck Norris smoker going on over there, man. You know? It fuels itself, man. Yeah.
It does it itself. Just close the door. That's all I got to do.
Close the door. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. But it's fun cooking on different equipment. You know. In 2012, I was running. At the time, Green Mountain Grill was coming out, and it was I was one of the first guys on the circuit using pellet smokers. And man, dude, I was hated on, bro. People didn't like it. They were pissed at me, and you know, nobody ever gets mad when you're losing, but man, when you're winning, there's always reasons that you're cheating or you're doing this or you're doing that. At the time, I was running my stumps and also a Green Mountain Grill pellet smoker, and everything that I have was usually modified. I always modified all my pits and grills, and I still do to this day. So, I did some fabrication on the internals for that Green Mountain Grill also. But at the time, I was really doing good in the circuit. I was winning, and man, people just hated me, dude, pulling up with that setup. They were like, "Oh, you're cheating. You got electricity running to that." I'm like, "I'm not cheating, guys. I'm not that kind of guy." Anyways, it was funny. It was always.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, outdoor stove and all that kind of crap. I must.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nowadays, everybody's, well, not everybody, but there's a lot of guys running pellet smokers, and that's all they
huge
do right
majority.
now.
Yeah, dude. I tried to cook a brisket, a badass brisket on the pellet smoker. I just couldn't get the flavor right. The texture was never there. So, but man, I tell you what, ribs and chicken, dude, golly, it is so good on the pellet smoker.
Yeah. Definitely.
Anyways, it's just another different tool, So.
Yeah, that's all it is. Just a bunch of tools.
I used to use one at comps that would just for like you're wrapping your brisket, you know what I mean, to get through the stall or just to finish it off. I mean, that's what I would mainly use it for, and like my little rec tech stuff like that. But yeah, definitely. Apparently now, seeing in the comments there, I'm a Traeger man now. I mean, Eric Torres over there. I won his. He had a raffle going on Facebook, and bought a little $20 spot. And I won a little brand new Traeger. I think it's a Pro 34 or 340 or something like that. But yeah. I mean, so yeah. Now apparently I'm already a Traeger guy. So yeah, we'll see.
Well, have you picked it up yet?
No, I haven't picked it up yet, but I think when I do, I think automatically my credit score is going to go to 850.
There's Eric, and it's a Pro 34, so.
Ah, nice. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
What are y'all cooking on right now currently?
So
I run a Jambo and
go ahead. No.
I run a Jambo and a drum.
Nice.
We have a little rec tech, one of those bullseyes or whatever, and my daughter does pretty good, actually, believe it or not, in the kids' queue cooking pork chops with that.
Wow.
Serge had to show us those little things, but yeah, she enjoys cooking on that thing.
So in Andrews Jr., we I had the bullseye there, and Kyle's daughter was doing the kids queue, and I was like, just use it, just try it, see what it does. Well, guess what she got? First place.
Oh,
so a week later, Kyle sent me a picture of the bullseye, and he got one. So that's awesome. That's a damn good little cooker, man. I always take it not to use it. I was using my chicken, but I kind of went to Old Smoky on the chicken, but I keep it just in case something happens. Like if you need that fast temp to come up quick, you just plug that thing in and you're up there. So
right, the bean,
it's a backwards, yeah. But I'm cooking on. I got 3 drums and my Old Smoky that I cook on. The drums I built myself, and man, those things are solid. So
nice, brother. That's good.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm the same way. I'm all drums, built them all myself.
Nice.
The Hunsaker kits is what I run. I like the simplicity of the Hunsaker style drums, just personal. And then a Weber for my chicken.
Nice.
And I just started doing that. I busted the Weber out, I guess at Fort Davis. Just trying something different, see if I can't get a chicken walk.
All right on. Yeah, I'm similar to Sam. Pretty much the Weber kettle on my chicken, and I run the drums on everything else. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. That's awesome, guys. Are y'all doing injections, brines, or?
I inject Brian every now and then.
Yeah.
On okay, so the question is on briskets. Are y'all injecting them and brining or what?
No. I'm not. I
I just inject.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, just inject. I'm injecting briskets. So
Yep, injecting. That's it.
Nice. Yeah, no, I hardly ever, I tried them a few times to do the injections. I just, I just couldn't do it, and stayed old school. And man, it pulled through for me all the time. Thank goodness, But
Heck yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
still this, huh?
You're marinade only?
No. Now I don't. So on the show, I did a quick marinade because of the time frame, right?
Mhm.
I knew I was gonna be able to cook it low and slow, so we had to go hot and fast, and I didn't want to dry out the meat, so I had to do somewhat of an brine just to keep some moisture in there.
Mhm.
But on normal occasions, dude, even still to this day, even at the restaurant, we don't inject, we don't brine, we don't do any of it. It is just our style,
So
Not
you
that
think
I'm
it's just the quality of the meat that you're using, that certified Angus, just gives it the beefiness that you need, or in the moisture content?
I think it's just a little bit of all of it. I don't honestly, I don't even think it's, I don't know. I think it's just the way I do it, the style, I guess.
Your process. Mhm.
The entire process, it's just a slow process, and I created it over the years, and it works for me.
What are you cooking the briskets on at the restaurant?
I got 1,000 gallon offset,
Gee.
and it's called Miss Freckles.
That's
Yeah, everybody says, so what's the name of your pit? Is it the Barbarian or something like that? I'm like, oh,
Barbarian.
right. Uh-huh.
it's called Miss Freckles, and they all start laughing, dude. So it's funny. So
Is
I got
that one that you made, or did you have somebody make it for you?
no. We got that made. Bison Smokers
Okay.
made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're out of Georgia, or is it Georgia, or they're somewhere over there, ain't it?
No, they're in Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, I can't think of the name.
I'm
But
thinking
they're up
someone
there
else.
close behind Mesquite, Texas, around that area.
Okay.
And they're good quality pits, man. Good stuff.
Nice. So you put all your proteins on that offset, or are you using different things?
I do the proteins and the offset, and there for a while we're doing all the ribs on my. I got a Myron mix and a H2 72XC, which is a extra capacity water smoker, and we're doing all the ribs on it. And we still do them from time to time, and man, it just cooks the ribs real good.
Nice.
Nice.
You're
That's
still,
like,
you're
that's
still
like
doing
a commercial size.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a big one.
it's big. You can put maybe about 40 briskets in it.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pretty big. And then the capacity, it's pretty big for the footprint of it. It's only 6 foot wide, but it's a cabinet smoker, and it's holds a lot of meat, and it's got a good foot space. That way you don't take a lot of space. So that's kind of a good pit to have in your arsenal. And then I can cook 150, 160 whole hogs on it.
Gee.
So yeah, we do that from time to time still.
Nice.
You had a rotisserie over here in Midland, though, right?
And Midland had a oiler.
Yeah.
And they still have it inside the building. I didn't bring it with me because it was part of the restaurant. Honestly, It was built inside the restaurant, so it stayed behind. And man, that was one of the best smokers. I still miss it to this day. But
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So what's in the works for Up in Smoke? You still doing? You got your catering, but you still running the food truck and any of that stuff, or?
So we had a food truck a long time ago, and we got away from it once COVID hit and all that. We kind of did away with all of that. I had the restaurant in Midland. We sold all that and moved to Early, built a brand new restaurant. So we're still, now I'm fixing to get back into the food truck stuff again. go hit festivals and stuff like that.
Nice.
And honestly, not even festival. It's gonna be car shows.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna hit up car shows because I love car shows. I love the people with cars and stuff like that. And man, why not do something you love in both aspects? You know,
Mm-hmm. Combine
Yeah.
the two, right?
Yeah,
combine the two. Yeah.
That's the thing I was going to bring up was the hot rod factor of Up in Smoke. I mean, I know you're big in the hot rods, and what is the hot rod scene in Early and Brownwood? How's that look?
Dude, it's fun, man. So I'm not affiliated with any clubs. We just do our thing and have fun and invite everybody to come out. We host we do a cars and coffee the last Saturday of every month. And man, everybody just comes and chills, brings their cars, their rides, their Jeeps, their dogs, their cats. And yeah, we just have a good time, you know, and then I'll make barbecue breakfast burritos for sale. And then at lunch we open at 11, and the majority of all the people are there. They'll stay and eat barbecue at the restaurant. You know, it's just
Nice.
another way to bring in people. You know,
Cool.
Absolutely.
Cool.
and for the community. You know,
Right. You bringing in a lot of people from Texas now that you're more centralized in Texas, as far as like people from Dallas, Fort Worth, and San Antonio, or is it just mainly locals that are hitting up the restaurant?
honestly, we still get a lot of people from Midland. They still travel. When they travel, they make a detour to come and hit us up. So we still get a lot of people from Midland, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth. I mean, they're all coming through and they're finding us there. It's pretty awesome, man. You know, to be able to build something like that. And you know, we're not a big community, so it's sometimes it's a struggle, man. You know, it's not a big community, but we get people from all over that either know us from Midland or know us from the show and want to check our food, or you know, the car scene people too. I'm starting to be real involved with them also because it's a different crowd. You know, they support. They got money. A lot of them got money. I don't, but they do. They buy expensive. They buy expensive cars and hot rods and stuff like that. They got money, dude. So they want to spend it. So I'm like, yeah, come on, let's have a show.
Come on
And,
over. Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're even gonna have a car show later on this year. It's gonna be rods, rides, and ribs.
Nice.
And you know, I'm just changing things up, making it fun within the barbecue community, the car community, and you know, it's fun, man. It really is. We'll have a rib eating contest. Who can eat the fastest ribs? You know, stuff like that. So we make it interesting, pretty fun.
Make them Texas tender so they just fall off and just swallow.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, man.
These are the way
It's
I'm
all
cooking
fun.
my ribs. So I just forget they're on the pit, and then oh shit, the ribs. Go pull them
Yeah.
off.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That happens, right? I'm sure y'all burnt some meat before. I know I have many times. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, damn, I need to go there and check the meat.
Tell us about one of your barbecue failures that sticks out.
Well, you heard one of them already with my tape burning up.
Trailer.
That was a big mistake. Another one was you know, grease fires. You know, of course, we were at let me see, it was I can't remember. It's an oil and gas big contest type deal. It was Crude Fest. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
So we always had big parties at Crude Fest. You know, it's just part of it. You know, and I went out one night, and people were using my pit to keep themselves warm. I'm like, hey guys, what's happening here? So that was another time when it was a big failure. My meats got burnt. People were putting wood inside. I mean, they were drunk, you know, they didn't. And at the time, I really didn't keep an eye on it, and I was probably drunk myself at the time. So that was one of the biggest failures. You know, my meats were burnt. Anyways, it was a bad night, man. I didn't keep track of it. So
Yeah. I remember Crude Fest being a big deal until that last year that they had that fatality out there, and then after that they just shut it down. So
yeah, they did.
So
It was crazy, huh? Real crazy though.
Oh man, it was. I heard stories of Crude Fest, and and how wild it would get out there. So
Yeah,
So-
we had lots of good times, and but man, it did get a little too wild, and I'm that was one of the worst mistakes I ever did in my entire cook-off career. Letting people use my pit to keep warm,
They're putting chunks of wood in there to stay warm and shit.
Yeah, dude. Oh man.
you're gonna pull a mesquite from the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go do that to Kyle next contest.
There you go.
First place rib, first place brisket.
Yeah, that's fun, right?
You still got the big trailer? You still got the big trailer?
Yeah, no, which one? Because I had two big ones.
The blue, though, I guess the blue one that was always on TV and stuff like that.
No,
I mean,
the blue one I sold because I gotta back up here. Somebody's trying to leave.
no, you're good.
But
You're good.
I sold the blue one a while back. I was needing some money and I sold it.
Oh, okay.
You sometimes have to do that when you run a restaurant business. Especially when you ain't got no, I never had any financial backing. So it was always me, and it still is. And but anyways, I sold it, and I'm starting to get a few other trailers now back again. And anyways, that's where we're at with all that. And
Well, that's respectful, man. I respect the fact that you built everything from the ground up pretty much and got to where you're at. So that's pretty awesome, man. It's pretty awesome.
yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, it's it's fun. If anybody's gonna get into the restaurant world, I gotta give them this is that, man, if you're gonna do it right. Get some investors. Don't be afraid. If you go big with it, I've always kept it at a small scale. If I had to start all over, I would go bigger. I would get some investment. People that help me with some money and do it right. But I grew up poor, so it's just a struggle, man. It really is.
Right.
And you're afraid to get financed by people with money, and it's just kind of scary. You don't want business partners, or you have that. I don't know. It's like a mentality thinking, man, they might take over my business, and I'm sure it happens, but I wouldn't be afraid these days to get in business with somebody and do it right.
Nice,
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
Cool, man. One more thing I wanted to touch on was you're doing classes over there in the restaurant, aren't you?
Yeah, we're doing classes, man. Yeah, we're doing classes. We actually do them at my house, and man, I got a beautiful backdrop setting. We got different types of grills and pits and smokers out there. We host classes out there, and it's fun, man. People come out and we really have a good day. We cook on a variety of different equipment. We cook different meats, different fishes, different.
Right.
So it's all fun. And here recently, I made me and I'll send y'all some pictures, but I made a outdoor oven, like a pizza oven. That's wood fired. Man, dude, that's fun too, dude. I've been having a lot of good time with that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna host a class on cooking everything inside that wood fired oven, like do steaks, do a little bit of everything. So I'm excited about that too.
Heck yeah.
Nice. You get pretty good turnout, then I would imagine.
We do. We get quite a bit of people. People want to learn. Some people just want to eat our food. Some people want to just have something to do. For the
Right.
weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Heck yeah. Definitely.
Awesome. Anybody got anything else, Kyle? Sam, you got anything?
Nothing.
Yeah, you know what? I got one thing I want to ask you about. I was watching your YouTube video, and you had this grill, and it looked like a keg or something, right, with the rotisserie on the top of it.
Yeah.
Did you make
Dude,
that?
that's so. Yeah, I made it. So it's So once again, I love cooking on every type of equipment. That one I made, it's a rotisserie that I made out of a keg, and it's for tacos al pastor.
Oh,
So you
bad.
stack them- yeah, dude. So I created that, and it's got where you could put the wood in the backside, and then man, it cooks tacos, and man, you can cook anything on it, and it's like a trompo, like a Mexican trompo. I'm sure y'all remember.
I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, so I created that just for that, and we'll always bust that out Cinco de Mayo and make some tacos on it.
Let me know when those go on production. I'll take one.
Okay, so this is what we'll do, man. We'll all get together and we'll do a whole day fun event at my house. We'll cook and everybody come out and let's all have a good time and cook out, and y'all bring your style and we'll cook on whatever, man. Have a good day, just
Man,
have
that
fun.
would be awesome, man.
Yeah.
Let's do it
I'll
for
be
sure.
down.
Let's
For
coordinate
sure.
it, man. Seriously, I think it'll be fun.
I'll definitely be down, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know early in that area is beautiful. I know y'all. It's a nice place. It's not Midland and Odessa. I tell you that.
No, yeah, no, it's pretty, man. It's beautiful. It's home for me now. It feel good. The community's great. The people are awesome. But I got good people like y'all all over the world. So I mean, dude, it's just awesome.
You ever make it back to Midland?
I still make it a million. My mother-in-law lives there. My brothers live there. So, and then I got lots of friends and good customers. We still do lots of caterings in Midland.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so we still travel quite a bit for
Yeah,
stuff like that.
definitely got them ties to the community still. So yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man.
Hell
Just, you produce good food, you produce good service to everybody, and they'll remember that.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I really liked about the restaurant. I mean, I went in there just a single guy, not with nobody, but the customer service that I got from the restaurant at the time, I think it was close to closing time when I actually pulled up. I mean, it felt like home. You know what I mean? The customer service that your servers gave me was top notch for sure. For sure.
Man, that's awesome, dude. It's supposed to be like that, And I just bleed it royally into my staff that somebody comes up at 3:15, let's try to fix them up, and welcome them in and don't make them feel rushed, and you better treat my customers right, man. That's a big deal, So
Yeah.
they do.
That's what they did.
I've been blessed, dude. I've been blessed with good staffs, good team players, and I've just been blessed. I really have, man.
That's awesome, brother. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, we're pulling up on an hour now, Junior. So I know you got things going on, and like I said, I appreciate you coming on. Hopefully, we can do this again. If your schedule allows it.
It will, man. You just let me know, okay? I'm available anytime, brother. Just let me know, okay?
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Thanks again, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank y'all, man. But seriously, let's schedule something. We'll get together, maybe even closer to this winter, and we'll make like a pitmaster party, and we all get together and cook out and cook different meats, cook a little bit of everything. I think that'll be fun.
That'd be awesome.
I'm in.
For
all
sure.
Right.
We'll definitely set it up, and that's the one thing I'll be looking forward to.
We'll make a pitmaster party, and then we'll go cruise in my '63 Caddy.
Damn.
There we go.
Play some old school jams, brother.
There you go.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, brother.
So,
Well, I know it's getting dark over there, and we'll let you go, man. I appreciate it again.
All right, guys.
Thanks again, Junior. Take it easy, brother.
Hey,
thank y'all.
So if you want to hang
Appreciate
out
it,
for a little bit while we close out the show, Junior, and we'll if you have time,
Absolutely.
we'll catch up with you here in a little bit.
You got it, man. Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
bro.
Thanks, man.
So what do y'all guys think?
That was freaking awesome, man. Pretty
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. June, that's one thing that we definitely need to do is set that up, and go to early, and I think that'd be pretty awesome,
Oh yeah, definitely. He's still pretty like I said, I met him before in the past a few times, but he's still like really like down to earth, real, like really good people. So that's pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, cool
Now,
guys.
You did a hell of a job too with getting him as our, at least for our I guess for our first person on here, right, to speak with, right, he was really laid back, and I guess I don't know about you guys. I was probably a little bit more nervous about having somebody like that on the show, but I mean, he just kind of took over, right?
Yeah, no, it's just like the barbecue community. Everybody's cool. I mean, there's not a lot of drama in there, and for him to take time out of his busy schedule to catch up with us and to start off the show the way we have, I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
And going into next week, and we're going to have another King of West Texas barbecue out there with Mr. Aaron Leslie. He'll be on. He did get confirmed for next week, so we'll have another good one with some brown water and talking some Texas roll dust Midland style. So that'll be a good one, man.
Yep, looking forward to it, man.
Yes, sir. Anybody else got anything else y'all want to bring up, or are we good?
No, hell of a job, brother. Hell of a job.
I don't know if I told you or not, but I want a Traeger, man. Just saying, bro. I mean,
hey, we need to get that horseshoe out of your ass.
What the hell, Sam? I'm just gonna stay there for a while, bro. Just let it manifest, man.
Hey, I'm gonna start sending you money to buy me some raffle tickets.
There you go.
Right? Actually, my wife's the one that picked the number, so I can't take all the credit. But yeah, it's cool.
Well, that's fine. She can pick my number too.
Well, cool guys. I'm gonna end the show, and let's call this one episode 2. I think it was a success, and thanks Junior again for coming on, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
You bet, man.
Cool.
Take it easy, guys.
We'll see you.
This is Parrish Randall, and this concludes this episode of Beyond the Smoke. Thanks for stopping by, friend. We hope to see you again real soon. Until next time, happy trails. Until we talk meat again.